Hello, this is Gerald Johan van Was. I don't mind if some people ask me some questions on the Facebook page that I have that is dedicated to the sound informed meanings and also about meanings of letters in general and scripts and so on. And I received the question, thank you very much. So, can you explain DEMURE? It is a word that is also not 100% familiar to me. I have a hard time picking the right range of where that word is going to. What is it really meaning? And if I look it up, I see synonyms of being shy, backward, bashful, blushing, close, coy, decorous, diffident, earnest, humble, modest, nice, prissy, proper, prudish, retiring, sedate. There's so much variation in here that you can hardly grasp the word. So it is in fact a very good idea maybe to check it from the sound positions, what they have as an intention, what they have as something that it undeliberately and unconsciously asks from you. Please behave a little bit in that direction. The orientations of the combinations of letters and sounds directs you into a certain behavior. In every word there is a pinpointing of a direction in time and space. I talk about these things a lot, and this is a very good example to see how much does this word really pushes you into a direction of thinking, of behavior, or how much is it describing a word, what is underneath it. So I will go to DEMURE. And of course I have underneath my scheme is a lot of it is added here, but I will not talk too much about it. But it is like I see a lot of things in the world and I try to describe them. There are the words with the letters, they use positions in time and space as a system. We don't deliberately use that system, but if you analyze it, then it's like analyzing numbers or numerical orders or that kind of things. They seems to follow a certain order, and in that way there are about 9 letters that seems to be a foundation in all of its variations of what you can see in space and how you can see what is happening in space. Another kind of set of letters in time and another set of letters in context, and they also push you back to the bigger context. And that's where we're going to look for this word, and we just pick out the right letters. So I only leave the correct letters now. That's a bit more easy, and then we can see where it is going to and what it is really saying. When the word would start in the first couple of letters of frame, it really starts from an object or adjective and so on. If it starts in the second frame, it's more about processes and about participating, about changes, about that kind of things that are related with time. If a word starts with a letter from the last category, it's more like we have to change it a little bit so that it will fit to what it really is. So there already you can see where a word is going to by seeing what the first letters are, and it starts with D. So the D and the E, which are both in the timings schedule, in the formation processes, in which is basically about something that is participating in the environment. So it is about that already. We know that we are going to with this word. It is about a participation in time, in communications, and so on. What is the D position? It's at the position where you still try to find a starting position and you start to find it in a position still in a space, so at a place. We will want to find a position and we don't have it yet, so we try to find a position and try to find also the right timing, the right reactions, and so on. That's the D. Followed by the E, the next letter. It also says, yes, we can do that, we will participate, we will. There was something that we needed to change, something that had a certain delay in being what it is, so it demands a kind of behavior which with E says it will activate that behavior, it will activate it, and it will move forward in time. So it suggests all of it. The D and the E already suggest that we are talking about a behavior as well, a behavior that is expected and so on. So after D and E, there will come M and U. These two are about what is going to be demanded from us in the timings, in the process, and so on. And we go immediately to the what positions, the things in space, and they are described by the letters M and U. So now it will describe what will be requested to change in time, to behave, to do in time. That's more like it. So M is the letter which is its position is as far as you can in reach, as you can see in the physical world, as the most optimal reach that you can have in the physical sense. So that means with the realization as optimal, as maximum as possible. So far it seems that something is going to become more. So what is it that is going to become more? The next letter is U. U is all what you don't know yet, the other things, something else. So in a way it is about restriction, because there is an openness here from the things that you need to learn, that you need to adapt. So if M, which is enlarging, is combined with U afterwards, it's an enlarging of actually a restriction of what you don't know yet. So you're very careful. While the M is expansion, the U is the opposite. So it's the expansion of actually a restriction. So it is this behavior which asks, the demanding of this behavior is about restriction. That we can see already. So it is in a way, it's like asking or demanding even, or just doing your best via D and E to restrain yourself in your modesty, then, in a way. And the ending is with R and E, is actually, that's in the concept, that's how you do it, that's the practical part, it's the last count, it's the concept, that's the idea how we're going to perform it, that's the idea how we're going to change it. And the ending is in fact nothing else than R, which is a connecting to a time process in space, that you know how to do so with an action and reaction in a way that you know what to do. So it is actually with the E combined, it's again a confirmation that it is a process that is running in the background in time. You will comply to do what is necessary. Without restriction, you will do so, and you will succeed to do so. And this word actually reminds me very much of what is underlying with the character of the Chinese character of the feminine, which is also, I told you already, it is like you're dressed, the women were dressed with their hands not open but just a bit tight. They are behaving in a certain way that they are a bit more careful what is going on. They're not immediately actively responding and so on. No, there's a kind of restraint there, which is very much what is described in this demure here. It's not a restriction that is demanded, but it is a restriction that is a kind of behavior that's going to maximize itself with restraint for certain orders. And that also for me is a good explanation and gives me a good understanding why there's so much variety in the word demure and where it can lead to. It is this kind of restraints can in fact lead to a variety of associations, and depending on the context, of course, that you will have. In this context is described in R plus E, which doesn't say anything else than we will connect to the available processes that are there, and we will act and react accordingly with a maximum of a certain restraint. So I hope this was a contribution to understand the word better from the viewpoint of letter positions in time and space. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.